Hello, my name is David. This is my life on play. Welcome, glad to have you here. For those of you who have been tuning in, I've been working on a playlist of what makes a top-rated staff. Just great information that I wish somebody had told me when I was this. Today we are going to talk about the most important thing that you could do to be a rock star staff. Let's start breaking it down. The most important thing that you can do to be successful. It changes the way people think about you, it changes the way you work, and honestly it's a difficult thing to do, but it is by far the most important thing, and that is communication. Communication I thought I was good at until I got into public accounting, and I realized that it takes a lot of hard work and a lot of brain power to be thinking while you're at the firm. So let's break down a few examples to help you understand the best way that you can communicate while you're sitting at your desk. The first that I always see staff make the mistake is this. An email is sent to them and there's no response. Literally, the staff is like a black hole, okay? I send them something and I get nothing back. An email is like a bouncy ball. When I send it to you, it should bounce right back to me. Manager sends an email and says, hey, staff, could you please take care of this notice? Okay, as soon as you read that, the staff should read the email and respond. And what should your response be? Well, it should be a number of things. One, it should be, great, I received the notice, thank you. Secondly, it should be a timeline. You should never leave a meeting or never not know when your deadline is to get the task done. The managers oftentimes won't tell you this, but a seasoned staff will be able to, hold on. But a seasoned staff is going to be walking out of the meeting, always knowing what it is that I need to accomplish and when the deadline is. You gotta be sitting at your desk and you gotta be paying attention to your email. Now, one thing I'll note is if you ever get somebody like a partner, you always need to respond instantly. I mean, their time is important, and when they're thinking about it, you need to catch them. What you need to do is you need to respond to them. And this shows the partner that, oh wow, this person is actually very responsive, and I know that they're paying attention sitting at their desk. Your email, and you need to be responding to people and giving them the attention that they need. It's literally just making them feel like they're respected and that what you're doing is, or what they're sending you is important to you, because it's ultimately very important to them. The other piece that is really important is what I call fessing up the mess up. So if you ever make a mistake or there's something that goes wrong, it is so important to be honest. I mean, don't ever cover it up. Don't ever maybe have mistimed something to where you had to rerun the tax return after the partner signed it, and then you need to get a signature again. Guys, it's always important, no matter what the repercussions are, to be honest. And so nice, back in SF. Two of the things that are important to talk about for communication is always CC people. You should always be CCing your senior for sure. Senior should always be CCing the manager. And you should always keep people in the loop. Don't ever think that the people above you are getting too many emails. Always keep them in the loop. They're used to getting hundreds of emails a day, and they want to see that the project is moving, okay? And the last real great point, I started learning this when I learned from my friend who works for an email startup. Essentially, it was this. When you are emailing somebody and you don't get a response, after 2 days, they're not going to respond. Basically, the odds that they're going to respond or that they haven't responded after 2 days is 90%. So if you haven't gotten a response from your boss or somebody else, that email is so buried, they're not going to get to it. So it's important to refresh that email. Don't be annoying, but think about it. Refresh it and say, hey, just want to follow up on this note to see if you got it. And normally the response with the client or even internally is, oh, I'm so sorry I missed it. Watch it. I guarantee that's the case. In quick review of everything we covered, for the main communication points you need to be thinking about, one is don't be a black hole. Okay, make sure that you're always boomeranging things back, or you're like a bouncy ball. When they send it to you, you bounce it back. Know what your deadlines are. Thirdly, make sure you fess up the mess up. If you ever make a mistake, be honest. It is always, always important to be honest, even when you are making a mistake. You want to be sure to CC everybody on your work so that they're included and they know that the work is moving. And finally, if you don't get a response from somebody, a client or a senior, you should always respond within about 2 days to follow up. A great practical tip is to put a little email reminder, a flag, so that it pops up on your email to follow up with them afterwards. My name is David. This is my Life on Play. Glad to have you here with me. I'm a CPA in San Francisco. Loved having you with me. We'll talk to you later. Enjoy the rest of your day.